I'm Mark Agee, General Manager of Amthor International in Gretna, Virginia, tank manufacturer. We're going through the process of tank manufacturing. You as a customer have been through the engineering process. Your print's been signed off on. The next step is the prints hit the floor. The Fabrication Department is the next stop. This is where your material is requisitioned, be it stainless steel, steel, or aluminum. Fabrication Department will take your prints, shear the material to size, bend it if necessary, roll it into the shape of a tank. And the basic shape of a tank are 4 parts. You have a floor, 2 sides, and a top. We can go down and look at that particular equipment. This piece of equipment right here is a press brake. They've already sheared the material, steel in this particular instance, to size. They're putting bends in, forming it for print to install on your tank. This piece of equipment is a 3-point roller. It'll take up to 1/4-inch material and roll it into shape. From that point, it'll go to the fixtures to be assembled into a tank. As the Fabrication Department are making sides, floors, and top sheets for the tank, another integral part of the tank are the heads and baffles. And these are dividers inside of a tank, separated into multiple compartments or one single compartment. That particular piece is made out of a sheet of aluminum. It's picked up with a crane, dropped into this machine right here. The hydraulic press comes on, develops up to 30,000 pounds per square inch. At that point, it automatically flows 120 pounds of air pressure against that sheet, and it forms a concave surface. He'll take his piece of aluminum, mount it into the cup right here, and make a rotation with this hydraulic ram set into it. And it acts like a pair of scissors and cuts it down to 1.5 inches larger than this template. From that point, he has a finished cut. He'll take it out of this end of the machine, insert it in between these 2 rollers, and he'll end up with a 1-inch flange, the exact size of this template. This is what's commonly called a head or a baffle in a tank. From this point, we have the floor, sides, top sheet, baffles, and heads to start a tank. The sills are set on a fixture. The floor is set, squared. Baffles and heads are put into place. This is before the tank has the sides on it, so you can actually see the internal workings of the tank. This machine is a pan-gyrus. It's a semi-automatic robotic welder. It has a weld head at the top. This machine can track the length of the tank without stopping. It has less chance of a leak than a man welding by hand. This tank rotates 360 degrees. They turn it upside down, go inside of it, and weld the top out. Once it's welded out 100%, it goes to the finishing department. The basic tank out of the pan-gyrus, sides are on, welded out 100%, the floor is on, the heads and baffles, top sheet, and manways allowing access into the tank. Once it reaches finishing, the entire tank is buttoned up, closed up all the openings on it, and it's given its maximum pressure, which is an oil tank, 5.5 pounds, is pressure tested. Also in this department, it'll be wired up to DOT specifications. Once that's complete, it goes to the cleaning process, and from there either shipped to the customer or taken to our mounting department where it's mounted on a chassis, piped up, ready to service the customer. From the finishing department, our tanks are taken to the cleaning area where they go through a mild acid bath, sanding if they have any scratches or blemishes, and brought back with buffing compound to the original luster. From that point, they're taken to the mounting department for us to mount to the customer, or shipped to the customers for them to mount themselves. The next step after the tank is built, and we're going to mount it here at Amthor International, is to bring the chassis in and prep the chassis. The chassis is prepped with a pump the fuel to the metering system. Bumpers are installed, the top of the truck frame is piped. From that point, the tank is brought in and it's piped also. Once that's done, both pieces are mated together, and this is the end result. You have a working unit with a metering system, hose reel to deliver fuel to the customer, toolboxes, all the accoutrements that the customer requires, and from this point, it's a working unit. It's ready to go to the paint shop to be touched up and delivered to the customer.